If you're in the Netherlands, I don't care what city you're in, get to the city of Zwolle and we've got a restaurant recommendation for you. We are in Zwolle, Netherlands, and we are at Waffle with Jeroen and Laura, the owners of this amazing restaurant, one of our favorite places in town. So one of the things we've noticed at their restaurant is they have this really terrific menu that includes sweet waffles, dessert waffles, and savory waffles. And we tend to love the savory waffles, but everybody we've brought to this restaurant with us has been getting sweet waffles. So tell us a little bit about that. How did you develop your menu, and why the savory, why the sweet, and what sells well here?
The sweet waffles sell since day one. Okay. Because Dutch people know sweet waffles.
Yeah.
We're next to Belgium, where really famous sweet waffles are made. So we have the Dutch strop waffle, which is very well known here.
Yes.
So Dutch people know sweet waffles. They know what to expect. They have no idea you can do anything more than just bake sweet waffles on a waffle iron. So when we started, we had to convince everyone to try out a savory one. And most of them was like, no, that's weird. That's a sweet waffle with savory toppings. And we had to tell them, no, it's different. It's the waffle itself is sweet. But slowly we're convincing people that it's not that weird. It actually can do a lot more with waffles than just make a sweet one. And everyone that tried one, not everyone, mostly, they come back, and many times they take someone, oh, you should try this. Okay. They have savory waffles. So slowly we're really making a fan club.
Laura, what's your best-selling waffle?
From sweet or savory?
Give us the one of each.
Sweet, I think it will be the cheesecake waffle.
Yeah.
And savory, I guess pulled chicken, maybe?
Yeah, I guess so. Or the smashed avocado.
Yeah. Or smashed avocado. Yeah.
That's my favorite. So you're having to convince the Dutch to get the savory. Do you have tourists like us who walk in and immediately are drawn to the savory waffles?
Yeah, all American and Canadian.
You both are from Zwolle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You grew up here.
Yeah.
And you're young, but you've been here long enough to see change.
Yes.
We have fallen in love with this city, and we think it is absolutely amazing. The number of entertainment venues, restaurants, the museums, the beauty of the buildings and the architecture, the landscaping, it's just beautiful. But maybe it hasn't always been that way?
It surely hasn't. Well, the buildings were always around.
Yeah.
It's a medieval town. The old city wall is partially up still. The old gate is actually at the start of this street.
Yeah.
So that was always here, but the infrastructure was, well, grey-ish. Not remarkable. It didn't light up the place. It made it feel, how do you say it? Grijs saai. Boring. Yeah, if you like, the church is beautiful, but the surroundings isn't. Yes. So you don't notice the church looks good. The city started changing the streets, adding more trees, more green into the city, using different stones in the streets to really lighten up the street. Let the old city come to life, and that changed a lot. And you see tourists coming in, seeing how great this city can be.
But also more lunch and dinner places, cinema, events.
Yeah.
Breakfast places, or are you the first?
No.
Well, not the first, but it isn't a really big thing. I think Dutch people usually get to the city center about 11, 12 o'clock, do their shopping, go lunch somewhere, and then go back home, or either find a restaurant to eat their dinner. But there's this group that's growing that likes to go out for breakfast. Like, it's the easiest way to enjoy a meal. It's like you get out of bed, you think, oh, I don't want to do anything special. You go out somewhere and someone else does it for you. You just have to sit down, grab a cup of coffee. I mean, I think really people love that, but a lot of people haven't tried it out yet. I think here, at least.
So what made you decide to do breakfast? If breakfast isn't a thing, why did you decide to do breakfast?
I saw it in another place that I worked at, that it was, if you do it long enough, there's an amount of people who will come back, especially on Sunday. Not every Sunday, but once in a while, they come back and eat breakfast. So we thought, let's just start with that and make our own group of people that come around.
So do you have a regular crowd?
We do, yeah. Yeah, we're really, hoe zeg je dat? Trouw?
Loyal?
Yeah, a really loyal group.
We were in a really unique situation where we had a lot of people visiting us while we were here.
We saw that.
In the market on Saturday, I
Very
was
good.
buying strop waffles for people because that's such a Dutch thing. And we came here and there's no strop waffles on your menu.
That's right.
Talk to us about that, Laura. Why don't you have strop waffles?
Oh, we had. Wow.
Oh.
We had the strop waffle. It was a sweet waffle with sweet topping and strop waffles in it with caramel sauce. So we had it on the menu. And we also had some strop waffles with dipped in chocolate and some kind of toppings.
But they're not there anymore.
Not now, but maybe we do in the future.
Who decides your menu?
Our chef.
Ah.
And
Yeah, with the both of us.
yeah.
Yeah.
The three of us usually
Yeah.
just sit together and find out what we want for the next.
Yep.
And how often do you change your menu?
It's-
Twice a year, I guess.
Yeah, 2-3 times a year.
And is that just because you have such loyal customers, you want to give them something different, or because you're wanting to try different things, or?
We want to try different things, and otherwise, we also get a little bit bored if we make the same
Yeah.
for like a long
Yeah.
period.
I think also what is important is people come here for a different lunch than the mainstream
Yeah.
lunchrooms you can go here. So I think it's important for us to have a different, a variety of options for everyone, who, especially the loyal customers, at some point that they can choose some totally new waffles.
But the loyal customers always choose.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, for those people who might be getting a sneak peek, when does your next menu come out, and is there anything you want to give us a hint that might be on there?
I think in the fall,
Okay.
some more seasoned products like a pumpkin.
I know our chef always has a file which he can, which he just writes down some inspiration, but I don't. I know he wrote something down, but I don't know what is on there.
So it's
I
gonna,
have everything.
you want to give us any hints?
Yeah, well, I have
Beyond
to check
pumpkin?
it first. Yeah.
Yeah, he writes it down, and then he uses the paper.
Exactly.
Ribeye.
I didn't know that.
You did not know that?
Eggplant is the purple one,
Purple
right?
one?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
that's
a
eggplant.
sticky eggplant for all the vegans, vegetarian people,
Yeah.
and some cauliflower.
Yes. That's really popular right now, it seems like.
No, not here, but in
Not
this area
here,
of the
okay.
country, when you go more like a place in Amsterdam,
Yeah.
you find it.
Can you tell us when you guys opened?
We started 3.5 years ago.
Crazy, it's 2022. Think about what was happening 3.5 years ago. How did that go? What happened?
First year was a little bit hard. The people here don't know savory waffles,
Uh-huh.
so we had to convince them. And that went well, and then COVID came,
Yeah.
and now we're open. So now it's good.
You didn't tell us how you managed COVID.
That's a good question. I think the first lockdown just came over us.
You just shut down.
Yeah, and it was all chaos. No one knew what to expect, and we tried to make it the best of it. Shut down every cost that we could, which later on was not so handy. But well, we shut it down completely actually for a couple of weeks because we tried for the first day to see who came in to maybe take some takeaway coffee or some takeaway waffles, but hardly anyone came. Everyone was afraid, so we shut down completely. And near the end of the last lockdown, we started up some takeaway and delivery service, really small, and that was going quite okay until we could go back open.
Okay. Jeroen told this story about taking delivery orders and having to deliver them himself. So he had a very specific delivery time. He would say, you can order anytime, but we only deliver from
12 till 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
And that's it. After that, no more deliveries, because he was literally loading things in his car and had a route around town where he would go and deliver. So people are having a hard time hiring servers and chefs and restaurant help. Have you guys had trouble with that?
Up to a short while ago, actually no.
Okay.
We have a chef, which is here from the start, and we're really happy to have him, and we're trying to keep him here.
Yeah.
So since the start, we didn't have to look for a new chef. Probably that will be really hard.
Yeah.
But for other staff members, until a short while ago, it wasn't such a big problem. Probably because we have daily hours and not in the afternoons, which a lot of people prefer. But now we can even see that for us, it's harder.
It is.
Yeah.
And why? What's making that harder?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay.
I think like you hear all sorts of branches that are having trouble hiring people, and I think, where are these people? How come that? I don't have the answers.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have hired people and they leave because something better came along. It's just that as you get busy again, you're trying to hire more people, or?
No, we had some people, I guess it was one person, who works here and finds something better, so that's fine, and I understand. But
yeah, she could get more hours somewhere else. And we didn't have that many hours, so that's the thing, I guess.
The other people who came here before COVID came back after. So
Okay.
yeah.
What else would you want us to know about your town? What would you want us to know about your restaurant?
Well, I would invite everyone to come and try.
You should.
and see the waffles for themselves.
Yes.
About the town, well, it's a lovely town. I think it's a little bit of a secret for tourists. Mm-hmm. It's not the Amsterdam. Well, everyone goes to Amsterdam always. It's more quiet. If you want a more less crowded version of Amsterdam, or Utrecht, which is of course the Amsterdam, but then a little bit smaller, you could go here and have a more quiet, peaceful vacation.
Waffle is just one of our favorite places in Zwolle. Check out our other video on Ileana's for another amazing Zwolle treasure. Thank you both so much for taking time out for us. Thank you for feeding us for the last month. It's been wonderful. And thank you for helping us entertain all of our friends. And thank you for what you offer your town. And we're so glad to have had a part of it while we were here.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Hi, I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Jennifer.
And you're watching A Well-Traveled Life.
Where we will do cool projects around the house
and travel the world.
Here's to the journey.